It's the eternal battle, the fight that just won't go away. Two-stroke versus four-stroke. Today, we're going to find out which is best. We're here at Fat Cat Motor Park for the United in Dirt Gas event where they're launching all of their 2023 models across the entire range. There's Dura bikes, trials, supermoto bikes, and of course the motocross bikes, which we're really interested in. The entire range, 125, 250, 350, 450, 250 four-stroke. You know Sean, he's our resident test rider. He's been out there today, hitting the track on all of the bikes, and of course, he did some fast laps, didn't he, Sean?
Yeah.
To work out which is best for the normal racer, the weekend warrior. As you know, Sean races more than anyone on this planet. So we're here today to try and work out which is fastest, two-stroke versus four-stroke, in the little class and the big class. Let's start with the little class. Sean, you rode both of the bikes, the MC125 and the 254 stroke. Give us your thoughts and feelings on each of those bikes in the MX2 class.
Let's start with the 125.
Yep.
I've not ridden a modern 125 in a long time. Jumped on it and thought straight away, it's just a fun bike. Straight away, you know, just within a few corners, felt very planted, felt stable, punchy power out of it. Off the bottom, revved hard, really good, really good.
Came in with a smile on the face.
100%, yeah. There wasn't anything where I thought, nah, that's not very good. It was just exceptional.
Plenty powerful enough, because it's deep out there. Fat Cats, if you don't know, a deep sandy track can suck power, but you felt good out there on it?
Yeah, very good, yeah. It's very punchy, very powerful. I was surprised, yeah, and lots of fun.
So then you rode that literally back to back with the 254 stroke. When you made that jump, what was the first thing that went through your head? The
first thing, when I jumped on that 250, was it didn't feel as planted. It felt a bit sketchy on the front. That was the first thing I noticed. The 125 felt so planted into the ground. Once I got going and got dialed in, obviously you get the feel of it and everything comes back. But then first initial few corners, I did actually think, oh, this is a, you know.
Which is surprising because you do ride a 254
Yeah, I do. Yeah, and
I
was massively surprised. You know, didn't think it would feel like that. But you know, you get yourself dialed in and familiar and work out what it does and what it don't do and how the suspension's working and then you feel at home and yeah, you're on the gas.
So moving on to the fast laps then in the MX2 class, before we have a look at the GoPro footage and look at the lap times, what bike do you think, because you don't know the results yet, I don't know the results yet, which bike do you think you put a faster lap around the Fat Cat practice track today?
That's a really tough call, because the 125, I could have rode that all day. So much fun on it. And
you did your fast laps at lunchtime and everyone's going, there's more than one lap he's done there. It was like somewhere had to go and
they did have to fetch me off, yeah, they did. But it was so enjoyable and it's so consistent, lap after lap after lap. You could just bash them out. But the 125, it always feels like you're going fast, doesn't it? Because of the way they are. You're shifting gears, you're moving about, and you feel active on the bike all the time. So it feels really fast. Compared to the 250F, you don't have to work as hard, but the 250F was quick. It was quick, so it's very hard to call when you're sitting in. You ain't got a clue.
Yeah. You don't want to be too confident and say one thing and make yourself look stupid.
I wouldn't. No, but if I was a betting man, and I'm not, right, I would say I was quicker on the 250F. Yeah.
Right. That's what the man said.
Yeah. If I was a betting man.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
Hot lap time.
Okay, so first up on track is the MC125. This is the little sibling of the group. Let's see what she's made of. So the clock is on then, and Sean is sending it straight away on the little ripper, the 125 here. And it does look like he's having fun out there, that's for sure. So as you can see, the track is very dry and very dusty. We're in the midst of a heat wave here in the UK. So we haven't had much water down on the track in the last few days, so that's why it's so dusty.
Sorry, the jump.
Might not be the best riding conditions, but it does look good on camera, that's for sure. We've got our main man as well, Dan, the drone man on the FPV drone here, following Sean all the way around the track. What a cool view this is for a hot lap. So Sean just heading over to the back side of the track now, the long whooped out back straight. Listen to the MC125 sing down there. So just 2 corners left to go for Sean on the 125. A strong lap time around the Fat Cat practice track here, just outside of Doncaster. Here we go, one more jump, up and over, and here he comes to the finish line. So 1:27.140 on the MC125. Hitting the track next is the MC250F. Let's see what the 4-banger is made of then. So it is worth noting that Sean does actually race a 254 stroke week in, week out. That's his typical normal race bike, and it is a KTM, the bike that he rides as well. So be interesting to see how comfortable he feels on this MC250F, how fast he can lay down a lap around Fat Cat here. So far so good though. Sean is looking strong on the 4-stroke. Just coming up to the halfway point of the lap. Sounds like Sean is using every cubic inch at his disposal on this machine. Onto the back straight he goes. 2 corners left. Going to be tight. This lap time is going to be close. But which bike is going to pull out the W? Let's find out. So there we go then, it's the MC250F, just about a second quicker than the 125.
Okay, moving on to the big bikes, 2-stroke versus 4-stroke in the MX1 class, 252-stroke, 454-stroke. First of all, just compare them for us. What were your thoughts and feelings after riding them back to back, starting 252-stroke?
So the last time I rode a 252-stroke was a 1997 CR250 alley frame thing. And that was a long time ago, you know, rigid as hell. Yeah, not a very good bike.
Not quite like that anymore, right?
No. So I didn't know what to expect, if I'm honest. I've always shied away from the 252 strokes because, you know, there's that snappy power, and I jumped on it and yeah, it blew me away. It was, again, just like the 125, very stable. The front felt so planted, stable. You know, on the track, it felt so good.
Because it's deep out there, you can really use that power, can't you?
Even
rather than
on
being
the
worried about
sketchy
it.
bits, do you know what I mean? It didn't want to skit about, and it didn't fold the front, didn't want to push and, you know, tuck under or anything like that. It just felt so planted. So obviously that gives you confidence. Yeah. So then you can hang it out. What I did notice is you can't hang the gear out. Well, you can, but you get no more power out of it. So I found I had to short shift to make it work. It revved and it pulled well and it was real good power, but you hit that peak power and then it just went straight flat.
Off.
No, it didn't drop off. No, it just, you just didn't go anywhere, so you had to shift. And that's what I noticed on the 250 more. But again, lots of fun, and you could really hang it out on the corners with the gas, you know, just keep it wide open. There'd probably be a bit in the footage where you'll see it's just absolutely lit, and you don't have to shut off and just turn it.
That just, the grim factor from that.
Oh mate, it was like, and I've not been, like I say, back in 2000, I think the last time I rode 252 stroke.
Okay, so then moving on to the 450, back to back again, what were your thoughts when you jumped onto the big dog?
The 450, not really a fan of 450s, but
you steer away from them usually, don't you?
Yeah, I do, yeah. But yeah, it set me at ease. It felt pretty good. I think it helped today with the track because it was deep in places, so you could bury it and lose the power. Yeah. So then you've lost that initial surge of power, then it's revving. Once it's revving hard, you can hold on to it. It's that initial when you've got that power. With these big bikes, I'm just third gear. I'm a third gear slogger. I don't change it out of third and just, you know, ram it everywhere.
If it works, it works.
Yeah, it does, and you know, a bit of clutch and just, yeah, that's it.
Okay, let's put your money on the table then. What were your fastest ride? We don't know the results yet, do we? Right. We haven't looked at the footage. We haven't timed.
I think this one will be an easy one. I think that 252 smoke.
You reckon?
Yeah, I do. The 450, right, it's fast from point A to B.
Yeah,
so
but
whatever.
maybe not like
No, you
a little bit of the turn after the.
No. It was quick from jump to jump, from corner
But
to jump.
linking it all together, you lose a bit.
Yeah. There was some bit, again, you'll see on the footage, there's some bits where that, on that 250, you could there's a tabletop through the middle and you could just, as soon as you land, hit that berm and you're wide open all the way around the right-hander. But that 450, it push you out wide and, you have to back off a bit. And a bit of the back brake to drag it in and, so.
Before we jump into the lap time saying curveball, you rode the 350 as well.
Yeah, I did.
What do you think on that? The last test we did, the 23 KTM launch, 350 came tops, didn't it? So in the lap time challenge.
Yeah. I don't know, because the 350 they had here today had cone valves track shock, so it's something I'm not used to. Yeah. And it did feel a bit alien, if I'm honest, when I got on it. It's very deceiving, the 350, because it's one of them bikes where you don't think you're going fast, but you're going fast. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's a toughie. I'm not a betting man, so I don't know.
Let's find out. But before we jump into the GoPro laps, let us know in the comments down below, what do you think Sean will be fastest on around the Fat Cat Motor Park circuit here? It's deep, it's sandy. Which bike will be best? Let us know.
Here we go then. It's the turn of the MC 252 stroke. And that bark sounds deep and powerful. Immediately, Sean is looking good on board the MC 252 stroke. Just bearing it deep into those dust berms and letting the bike feed. It does look good on camera. My God, does it sound good as well. So the great thing about Sean is he's so consistent. He will always put 110% in every single time he spins a lap on a bike. And as you can notice, his lines are very similar, almost identical lap after lap, which gives us a great comparison between each of the bikes. So the back straight for the 252, let's listen to her sing.
You have to short shift with this to make it work. Doesn't like to hang a gear out, I know that.
Final corner then, Sean is coming around to complete his hot lap on board the MC 252 stroke. It's a 126.5, a strong lap time for the 252E. Next up, I'm going to pair the MC 450 and the MC 350 together. Let's see what they can do. So on the left is the MC 450, on the right is the 350, the middle child in the MX1 class. Now you could already maybe tell that Sean's a bit more tentative around that corner on board the big 450. Let's see if just the pure might of that engine can make up for that. Nice corner from Sean there on the MC 450.
To back off a bit.
Looks like he's already got a slight advantage on the big bike then over the 350. So like we mentioned earlier, Sean was actually quicker on the 350 at the 2023 KTM launch compared to the 450. So let's see how this lap turns out. Just 3 corners left to go in our hot lap showdown. Which bike is going to grab the W, the big win here today? Will it be a 2-stroke? Will it be a 4-stroke? Let's find out. So there we go. The MC 250 2-stroke takes the win in the MX1 class. But when we add all of the results together, it's actually the MC 250 4-stroke taking the overall result.
Right, so there we have it. Once again, you guys know the results and we are oblivious. We have no idea. So look forward to finding out. I'm sure you want to.
I'll be intrigued.
You'll be texting me, what was it? What was it? What was it? I might make you wait until the edit comes out.
I'll be very intrigued to find out what would be the fastest, because I felt good on all of them.
He said that earlier. I was like,
yeah.
what bike you like it? He's like, I felt great on all of them.
Yeah,
mate."
all of them.
That's a
Yeah,
confident
yeah.
rider right there.
Yeah, I felt good on all
That's
of
a
them.
test rider that you need, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
they-
a rider that can just jump on everything and
Yeah.
feel comfortable. That's why he's the man for the job.
They all done the same thing. You know, each line you hit, everything you hit, they done all the same thing. There was nothing where any of them were like a bit sketchy. If anything, I would say was a little bit like that was the 350, but I think that's because I'm not used to that suspension setup at all. But the others, nah, you could just ride with your eyes closed. Yeah.
Right, that's the next video then. As always, guys, my name is Max. That's Sean Smith. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Let us know what else you want to see Sean ride in the future. Till next time, we'll see you at the track.
Let's go for a fast lap. Here we go. Let's see what happens here. Oh, that's it. Oops. Oh dear. I have to go round again.